Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I am Dean the Turkey Leg Stirrer, and welcome to a special edition, bonus edition of Storyland. One second, my throat is a little. Welcome in. I am doing a bonus edition of Storyland because why not? And I realized I wanted to read some more Disney Christmas stories on the channel. I have done a lot of more classic and other Christmas stories during the December. I am including the Peanuts Countdown to Christmas, which I just wrapped up yesterday. Incredible series. But I realized I really haven't done a lot of Disney Christmas stories. I read Olaf's Frozen Adventure a couple weeks ago on Storyland, um, but I decided I would just go live tonight, and I'm gonna do a couple of stories from the Disney Christmas Storybook Collection. And then here's the back of the book. Let me say hello to the friends in chat. Dave Stragand, hello, welcome in. Lyle, welcome in. Tina McNeil, hello, welcome in, and hello to Chuck as well. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in. Hello, Jason Thibodeau, hello, welcome in. Glad to see everybody. I hope your Christmas was great. I had a good Christmas. Celebrated with my family. It was a good time, and we're now post Christmas Day. Robin, welcome in. Hello, welcome in. And I wasn't thinking that I would go live tonight, but I decided earlier today that it would just be nice to have some extra Christmas stories here on the channel before we get to next week. And I am going to be live again for Storyland next Tuesday on the 30th. The 30th, or that was a regularly scheduled stream, not semi regularly. I moved it, of course, from Thursday because Thursday is New Year's Day. So, anyway, how is everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. So, anyway, so the Disney Christmas Storybook Collection. It's got all these stories in here from Disney characters. So it's kind of hard to narrow it down to two stories, but I decided on a couple that I thought would be fun. Um, so let me come and find the first one. Page 141. Page 141. Right, so with that, guys, are you ready to hear some stories? First story that I'm reading is Mater Saves Christmas. Of course, featuring our friends from Disney Pixar's Cars. Disney Pixar's Cars. Mater Saves Christmas. Our first story on the stream tonight. The morning sun sparkled on the snow that had fallen on Radiator Springs. Mater, the tow truck, rushed through town carrying a letter for Santa Car and his friend Lightning McQueen raced close behind. Mater was just about to mail his letter when he heard a familiar voice behind him. Come on, Mater. Surely even you know that Santa Car isn't real. It was Lightning's racing rival, Chick Hicks. Mater laughed and dropped his letter into the mailbox. Next you're going to be telling me that Easter Buggy doesn't exist either, he responded. What are you doing here, Chick? Lightning asked. I just came by to donate to Red's toy drive. Lightning frowned. He had a good feeling that Chick was up to no good. Probably not. Disney Magic and Mayhem Richard, welcome in. Ka-chow, welcome in. Just then, Sheriff drove up. I'm afraid I have some bad news, folks. Fill-up stations up and down the route have been robbed. All the gas has been stolen. But without gas, the mail trucks can't deliver our letters to Santa Car, Mater cried. That means no Christmas. No Christmas? No way. Can't be. Determined, Mater drove over to the gas pump. Fill her up, Flo, he said. I'll go to the North Pole and take the letters to Santa Car myself. I'm trying, Flo said, but there's no gas. Sure enough, Flo's place had been robbed too. Mater narrowed his eyes at Chick, who was standing nearby, chuckling with his friends. Hmm. Just then, Fillmore, the hippie van, whispered to Mater, Meet me at the dome in 5. When Mater got to the dome, he discovered that Fillmore made his own organic fuel. Fillmore filled Mater's tank with the last of his Christmas brew. Then he made Mater promise to put his letter to Santa Car at the top of the pile. Never stop believing, man, Fillmore said. Good show, dude. Back at Flo's, Mater got ready to head out with the letters for Santa Car. Lightning was worried. He couldn't let Mater go alone. Mater, I'm going with you, he said. But you don't even have snow tires, Mater pointed out. Lightning knew what he had to do. He made a quick pit stop at Luigi's for new tires. Then Sarge, the army jeep, added some snow gear of his own, a snow plow, big lights, and fog lamps. North Pole, here we come, Mater exclaimed. Here we come. Soon Mater and Lightning started their long journey to the North Pole. The two friends made their way through deep snow. Lightning was tired, but Mater's spirits remained high. As they trekked on, they sang carols to keep themselves awake. Frosty the snowplow, bonk! Suddenly, Mater hit a candy-striped pole. The North Pole! We found it! He cried out happily. They found the North Pole. Wow. Welcome to the North Pole, gentlemen, Santa Claus said. Lightning stared in amazement. Santa Claus is real, he gasped. Santa Claus was glad that his new friends had carried their letters all that way. But he had some bad news. My reindeer snowmobiles have been stolen, Santa Claus said. They are fed a top secret fuel that helps them fly. Just then, Mater remembered Chick and his friends acting suspiciously at Flo's. Chick Hicks took your reindeer, he cried. Of course, Lightning exclaimed. He wants their fuel. Chick will do anything to win a race. I tow you to Radiator Springs to find your reindeer, Mr. Santa Claus, Mater said, but we'd never make it back in time for Christmas. Santa Claus had a better idea. Back in Radiator Springs, Luigi and Guido scouted the canyons for the fuel thieves. From a cliff, they spotted Chick and his posse making fuel. Santa Claus' reindeer snowmobiles were there too. All of a sudden, two of Chick's pals cornered Guido and Luigi. Oh no! Tim, welcome in, Tennessee Bear. Welcome in. You're too late, boys, Chick shouted at Guido and Luigi. We've already reverse engineered the flying fuel. I'll fly around the track and never lose to Lightning McQueen again. And you know the best part? He added, no more Christmas. No more dirty oil filters in my stocking. If I can't have presents, no one can. Suddenly the air filled with the sound of jingling bells. The cars looked up as it grew louder and louder. Oh, jingling bells, jingling bells. Mater flew over the hill, towing Lightning and Santa Car behind him. Santa Car had filled Mater's tank with the reindeer snowmobile's special flying fuel. Chick raced away, but Lightning was close behind. Santa Car had filled his tank with the magic fuel too. Chick was flying fast, but he was no match for Lightning. Oh my goodness. Can you see the picture? As Chick hit a sharp curve, he turned too late and spun out of control. He tumbled over the edge of a cliff into a cactus patch. Doc and Mater joined Lightning on the edge of the cliff to take a look at the wreckage. Have fun fishing, Mater, Doc said. Tow him straight to jail. Back in town, Mater, Lightning, and the rest of the Radiator Springs gang celebrated the capture of the fuel thieves with Santa Car and his reindeer snowmobiles. Well, we'd better hit the road, Santa Car said. But you know, we could use some help delivering these presents. What do you say, Mater? Will you help? Mater's eyes lit up. "Sure thing," he yelled. "Let's get her done." As Mater and Santa car, it's gotta be Santa car soared into the sky. Mater looked down at his friends in Radiator Springs and shouted, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Oh boy, that was a fun one. I'll say it again. Ka-chow for a great story. All right, let me come back. Here we're going to flip back to our second story for the stream tonight. Here we go. Let me just grab a quick drink before I continue. All right. So yeah, let's see. Tennessee Bear came in. Hello, Tim, again. Who else? I don't think anyone else new popped in. Jason Thibodeau, hello. I think I said hello. Okay. Next, we're going a little more classic characters. We're doing Christmas for Everyone, featuring our friends from Disney's Robin Hood. Jingle bells, jing, jingle, jingle. Jingle bells, jing, jingle, jing. Jingle, jingle bells, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle bells. On Christmas Eve, a brave fox named Robin Hood and his bear friend Little John were celebrating in Sherwood Forest. They had baked a vegetable pie and roasted some chestnuts over an open fire. "A true feast," said Friar Tuck, a badger, when he saw the pie. He knelt beside the fire to warm his hands. "We did our best," said Little John. "It wasn't easy to get all this food on Christmas Eve, but good old Rob knows where to find things." He chuckled. Robin Hood laughed. "Johnny, you give me too much credit. The pie was a Christmas gift from the Sheriff of Nottingham. He won't miss one little dish. You should see the spread he's got over there." "I'm sure," Friar Tuck said, "he won't notice a thing missing." Friar Tuck looked at the pie once more and shook his head. "Doesn't seem right. That old sheriff gets more greedy by the day, by the hour." Friar Tuck wished them both a Merry Christmas, leaving Robin Hood and Little John to finish making their Christmas feast. Welcome in, Chris, the Curtis family. Welcome in. Robin Hood thought about what Friar Tuck had said. When they sat down to dinner with Toby Turtle and Alan Adale the rooster, Robin noticed everyone looked a little down. "This isn't a cheerful Christmas feast," Little John noted. "Something's not right," said Toby Turtle. Robin Hood nodded. He knew Toby was right, but he couldn't figure out what the problem was either. "The food tastes great," Toby said. "It's just that—" "Would some Christmas music lighten the mood?" Alan Adale asked as he picked up his mandolin. I know what it is, Little John said. He looked sad. We took the day off to get ready for Christmas. The only thing we stole was the pie, Robin Hood cried. He couldn't believe he hadn't thought of all the poor people of Nottingham who didn't have anything to eat this Christmas holiday. Everyone deserved a Christmas dinner. They needed to make things right. The poor people of Nottingham don't have anything to eat, Friar Tuck asked. Wait, sorry. The poor people of Nottingham don't have anything to eat? Friar Tuck asked after Robin explained the situation. He felt terrible. All day he'd gone around to the poorest families, handing out small purses full of coins gathered from the collection plate. He hadn't thought to bring a Christmas feast to anyone. A single tear rolled down his cheek. A Christmas feast is an important part of the holiday, said Robin, and I think I know where I can find one at this late hour. Little John smiled. Who deserves a feast the least? He crowed. He knew exactly what Robin was thinking. The Sheriff of Nottingham, Toby exclaimed. The friends set off through the forest on their sleigh. They were on their way to the sheriff's house. They knew he would have plenty of food to spare. When they reached the sheriff's home, they peered through the frosted window. Robin gasped at the sight before them. A Yule log blazed on the hearth. The tree twinkled with candles, and gifts were everywhere. Steam rose from the large dining room table. Look at all those gifts, all that food. I can think of a dozen families who would be grateful for just one item from that pile, Robin Hood said to Little John. I'll go to the front door and distract the sheriff. Johnny, you take the others inside and bring the feast and presents out through the kitchen. Then load up the sleigh. Robin quickly disguised himself as a blind beggar and rapped on the sheriff's door. When the sheriff opened it, Robin said, Alms for a blind man on this wintry eve? Oh, you beggars, the sheriff said, can't you give it a rest? It's Christmas Eve, and I'm trying to eat my dinner in peace. The sheriff went to close the door, but Robin held it open. All the more reason to spare something, kind sir, Robin said. Now wait just a minute there, the sheriff said. Haven't I seen that outfit before? Robin Hood shook his head, but the sheriff was suspicious. The sheriff lunged forward to grab the beggar. Robin ducked, but the sheriff caught his arm. He lifted the hat on the beggar's head and saw the smiling face of Robin Hood. I knew it, the sheriff said as he looked at Robin. You can't fool the good sheriff of Nottingham. Robin smiled. He had tricked the sheriff plenty of times before. This time would be no different. He wriggled free of the sheriff's grip and ran off. The sheriff chased him to Sherwood Forest. Robin laughed as he ran. He was so quick that the sheriff could hardly keep up. When Robin had put enough distance between himself and the sheriff, he climbed high into a tree. He carefully creeped out onto a thick branch to watch for the sheriff. He knew the evil man wouldn't give up easily. Excuse me. Robin heard footsteps crunching through the snow. He peered down and watched the sheriff run through the woods, calling after him. The sheriff searched for Robin, but he couldn't even find a footprint. He couldn't find even a footprint. Sorry. "I'll get you this time, Robin Hood," the sheriff called as he ran. Robin chuckled as he slid to the ground. He'd bested the sheriff once again. Uh, uh. Meanwhile, Little John and the others had taken the sheriff's gifts and feast. They loaded their sleigh with brightly wrapped packages, fresh bread, and plum pudding. They even took the magnificent Christmas tree, or sorry, they even took the magnificent Christmas tree. Little John took hold of the front of the sleigh and started to run. Robin Hood soon caught up with his friends. "There's no time to waste," he said. "The sheriff is mad. We've got to get these gifts delivered before he takes them all back." Maid Marian, a kind young fox, and her lady in waiting, a cheerful hen named Lady Cluck, passed by the sleigh in their carriage. "Why, Robin Hood, what a merry surprise!" Marian said as the carriage pulled to a stop. Robin bowed low to the ladies. "Merry Christmas Eve to you too, Maid Marian," he said. "What are you ladies doing out this evening?" Marian said, "I've been delivering baskets to the poor." "There are so many in need," said Lady Cluck. "We've just ran out." Robin smiled wide. "It just so happens I was doing the same thing. Let us share these gifts with you." The sheriff's Christmas trimmings were safely tucked into the carriage. "See you back in Sherwood Forest," Robin called as Little John pulled the sleigh off into the woods. He stayed to hand out the food and gifts with Maid Marian. When they finished, they headed for Sherwood Forest to join Little John and the others. Robin couldn't help feeling that this had been a perfect Christmas. He'd given plenty of food and good cheer to the people of Nottingham, and he had the best gift of all, the chance to spend his holiday with Maid Marian. And that is all for our second story. A countdown there. Christmas for everyone. I think that's what it's called. Christmas. Yes, Christmas for everyone. With Robin Hood. Hope you all enjoyed that. a couple of really fun stories for Christmas. Christmas, Christmas. Um, so yeah, I am going to be live. Storyland will be live coming up Tuesday. So I got two more Christmas stories. I'm making a final decision on what they're going to be. So hopefully you will come and check out the stream on Tuesday to hear what they are. Now tomorrow night is Saturday, and Let's Talk Turkey is back to Saturday tomorrow. Um, and so we're going to be doing a little bit of general chit chat. So come in tomorrow. Sorry, it'll be good old time, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, right here on the channel. Toops, welcome in. Hello. Um, Thank you. Great, yeah, two great stories. Um, so anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for the stream tonight. Um, Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Thank you all for everyone watching live. Thank you all for everyone watching this on the replay. Um, if you're on the replay, leave me a comment. Let me know that you were watching. Um, Thank you for being here, Tim. Thank you for being here. Tim, I actually got a card from you and the missus. It arrived today. Very nice. Um, I don't have it in here, but I did get it. Very, very thoughtful of you. I did not get around to doing Christmas cards. And I'll repeat this tomorrow, but I ended up not doing Christmas cards. Just as I got into the season and all the content that I was doing on the channel, I just didn't have the mental energy to write out the cards and do the addresses and doing the whole project. So we'll see about next year. If I collected your address, I still have it. I will keep them safe, um, and nearby for next year. And so we'll see what happens next year. But anyway, guys, have a great Friday night. The last Friday night of 2025. Goodness gracious. Um, so, with that, guys, thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.